Hey guys, this is Suryanshu, and in this video we will be designing the remaining sections of this home page using Elementor. So let's begin. If you haven't watched my previous video in which I have explained few basics about Elementor and I have designed these three sections of this page, the link is in the top right corner, so make sure to watch that video before watching this one. And do subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon because I'll be designing these remaining pages as well and making them responsive too, to make them look good across all the devices. So let's begin designing our home page. Now for this code section we will be using this structure, so click right here and let's use CSS paper to capture the color. Though the background color is this, and let's click right here, and in the style, in the background type, let's change the color. Okay, so now we have the color. Let's drop this heading element. This, I guess that's a text element. You can use anyone, that really doesn't matter. So the font is Oswald, and let's use this. So let's copy and paste. Now let's copy this text. For this we have to close the CSS paper. This looks quite big, so let's change this HTML tag to paragraph because we don't want to make this a heading. And in the typography, let's reduce the font size to, let's see what this font size is. So it's 54, so let's change it to 54, and let's increase the line height a bit as well. So this looks good to me, but as you can see we have there's a difference between the width right here and here. So let's click here in the layout, let's change the content width to around, let's say 750. Yeah, that looks good to me. And in the height section, choose the minimum height option, and 400 looks good as well, so let's leave it. And this looks good. So now let's move on and design this section. Okay, so we have this content right here in lowercase and the content right here is in uppercase. So for this you can go to typography, and in the transform you can choose either the default option or you can choose the capitalized one. So it's really your choice, so let's leave it uppercase. It was looking good. Now for this portfolio section, let's select this structure. I am not going to use this structure because if I select this and let's say if I add some text right here and an image here, I won't be able to drop any other element in this section. Either I will be dropping it right here or right here, not in the middle. So for doing this, let me just show you how we can do this. So let's select this and insert this intersection element. So let's design this section first and I will show you what I meant by that. Let me just copy this heading, paste it right here, left align this. It's our portfolio. For the text, let's copy this and let's paste it right here and change the color to black. Now for the button, we can also copy this button and paste, left align, and let's change the background color to black and the text color to white. So this looks good. Now as you can see we have a bit of a space between this, and so for this right click here and go to margin and let's add some negative margin to this. This looks good. So on the right, let's drop an image Now let's add some height to this section. For this 400 looks fine, so I'll leave it. And let's add some padding right here on the right side to add some space between these two sections. So now this looks good. And what I meant earlier was, like, if you want this heading not on the left side but in the middle, you can simply do this and the heading will come out and goes in the middle right here. That was what I meant at the moment. And let's create this section, which is the testimonial section. For this, click on plus, select this structure, and let's change the background color. So let's see what the background color is. Let's copy, go to edit section, in the style, in the background type, paste this color. Now search for the testimonial element and right here. So let's drop this and change the color to black. And in the typography, let's choose our font, which was Poppins. So the text looks good. Let's add some image right here. For this, go to image. These are all the image settings, so let's go back and choose an image. Let's add this image and go to style. In the name, let's edit the color. For this, let me see what the color was. Let's copy this hex code and click right here again, and in the name, copy paste this color. And in typography, let's choose our Oswald font. For the title, I'll be choosing the Poppins font again, so let's choose Poppins. And for the height, let's choose the minimum height and let's reduce the column width. So I guess the font size is a bit bigger right here, so it's 22. Let's make it 22. Okay, so this looks good. Actually the height seems a bit, so let's decrease the height. Let's leave it around 350. So that looks good to me. Now let's add this CTA section, which is call to action. For this, click right here and select this structure because we won't be adding any heading on top of it. So let's select this structure and copy the gradient colors. Let's change the angle to, okay, we will change the angle once we add some text and button. So for this, click right here and make the column width 70. We can also adjust this by dragging this left or right, so let's leave it around 70. Yeah, that's fine. Now let's copy this text, paste it right here, change the HTML tag to paragraph because this is not a heading, and let's reduce the font size a bit. Let's see what the font size is. It's 60, so let's do 60. Let's change the title to, let's up together and choose the capitalize option. Now left align this text, and on the right you can simply copy this button, or you can copy the above button because we don't need to change any color or text, so simply copy it right here. And you can change the text to hire us now. Now let's change the height of this section a bit. For this, select the minimum height and reduce the height to around, let's do 160, and click right here, and in the vertical align select middle. So I guess these are already middle aligned. Okay, let's reduce the height a bit more, so let's do it around 140, and that looks good. So now we have our complete home page. So if we click right here and see the mobile view, you can see the page is not responsive because everything is a mess in the mobile view. So don't worry, in the next video we will be making this page responsive, and it's quite easy. So till then, you can create these sections and create this entire page using the method which I have explained in this and the previous part of this video. So if you have any doubts, you can mention them in the comments below, and this is Suryanshu signing off.